House budget would increase costs and hardship for many while providing huge tax breaks for a wealthy few. This is what the Democrats are saying. The House Republican budget passed today calls for massive cuts in health coverage, food assistance, and help paying for college, among some other areas, to pay for huge tax giveaways for wealthy households and businesses. This just happened within an hour, people. It's 8:50 p.m. Midwest time, February 25th, Tuesday. Wow. This betrays President Trump's campaign promise to protect families who struggle financially, as well as his specific pledge to not cut Medicaid, which provides health coverage for 72 million people, while raising costs for families and increasing both poverty and the number of people without health coverage. The budget would swell deficits, all to further Republicans' expensive and skewed tax agenda. Both the House and Senate budgets significantly miss the mark on what should be their basic goals: lowering costs, increasing opportunity, and responsibly addressing our nation's long-term priorities, including reducing future economic risks associated with high deficits. But the enormity of programs cuts called for by the House budget stand as a singular threat to the well-being of people in every state, city, and rural community, threatening to take away their health coverage, make health care more expensive, and make it harder to afford food and college. The Senate should reject the House cuts both now, if Congress ultimately moves ahead with a second budget plan and reconciliation bill this year. That's deep, y'all. It's deep. Check it out.
Americans in Colorado and Washington State and California from coast to coast, each of whom are trying to access life-saving care through the Affordable Care Act or through Medicaid, who ultimately will lose their health care by virtue of this bill if this resolution is ultimately signed into law. So the stakes are incredibly high, and you've articulated well why they are doing it. They are doing it to pay for, in part, because of course this bill would increase the deficit, as Tom Massey, Republican member, of course, from Kentucky, has noted, and apparently Elon Musk concurred with earlier today. But it's purely to pay for tax cuts for the richest Americans. We believe that that's deeply unfair and imprudent, and we're hoping that through this process at some point Republicans will read the room and join us in defending working class Americans.
I should note that they have the number that they need, 217. So this is going to pass this budget resolution. We sort of expected all day that it would, although, again, I said this with Sahil, I think it's just important because one of the dynamics here is Trump has been acting as a king.
Well, people, I just want to give you an update. I'll try to get back tomorrow on some more detailed. I want to make it fair and balanced, to quote a network back in the day, make it fair and balanced and give some more perspective. The Democrats are saying, look, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And I'm a parent of a child who gets assistance from college, and I haven't heard back from him yet. But every day I check my email to see if it's a go. And I'm sure you're checking as well. And we got Medicaid and SNAP, and the country's been brought to a point where the need is more greater than it was when these things first started out. Like I said earlier in the year, Bidenomics is going to haunt us for a while. It's been exactly a month and a few days. The new president has taken the helm, and now you have a Republican Party which is bent on cutting the budgets, and Medicare looks like is on the chopping block. Well, I'm Frenchai Pearson. This might be my last video for tonight. Again, it's Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. God bless. God bless America. and God bless the world.